So part of the trial that I'm involved in involves me doing 8 tasks every day with this watch, and I'm just going to go through the tasks to do a baseline of where I'm at today. So basically I push the button on the watch and it's going to say start tasks or whatever it says, some skill check, I guess. The first one, it shows tapping the fingers. So I'm just going to push the button and then I'm tapping for like 20 seconds. And what I'm doing here is just tapping the phone, and I'm a little more nervous because I'm on camera like always. And what I'm doing is when I'm done tapping, it's gonna have me rate how much my hand is shaking basically. So you can see that my left hand, which is what is my most prominent side, is shaking more. So if I go here, you can see there's like a happy face at the top. And then as I move the buttons, you know, it goes either sadder or happy or whatever. If I don't shake at all, it would be the very happiest face, I guess. But because I shake some, I have it at the second level. So I'm going to hit that. Then it's going to move on to the next phase, and it shows me what I'm doing, holding my hands on my knees and counting backwards from 100. And there'll be a little buzzing that says start. 100, 99, 98, 97, 96, 95, 94, 93, 92, 91, 90, 89, 88, 87, 86, 85, 84, 83, 82, 81, 80, 79, 78, 77, 76, 75, 74, 73, 72. And then it's the same rating, so you don't really, so I'm moving it up to the second you saw me shaking pretty much. Next one is just holding my hands straight out and counting backwards from 100. One hundred, 99, 98, 97, 96, 95, 94, 93, 92, 91. You can tell my left side is much more shaky than my right side. My right side is pretty steady. 80, 88, 87, 86, 85, 84, 83, 82, 81, 80, 79, 78, 77, 76. And again, just doing the face on the clock. So then it's moving on to the next thing, which is opening and closing my fists. So there's no counting anymore, it's just those first two. And most of these last about 15 seconds. So, you know, I'm just doing this for 15 seconds. I don't have any issues really with shaking on this, but there's more like I have feeling of arthritis a little bit in my left hand and not so much in my right hand, so I can really feel it when I'm moving. The next thing I'm doing is flipping my hands back and forth, which I'm starting now. And I think this is about range of motion. All of the ratings and the happy faces and whatever is really subjective, but I think this is range of motion. I don't have any issues with range of motion, and actually most physical activity. I don't really have too much, just that tremor in my left hand more. The next thing is stomping my foot. So it's basically keeping my hands on my knees and hitting the heel of my foot to the floor in a constant motion. Last time I was at the doctor's office, he said, wow, you do that even better than I do. So I don't know. I'm good at stomping my foot. At least I have the things that I love doing available to me. Next thing is getting up and walking. So this starts out with my arms crossed as I'm sitting. And then when it goes off, I'm just going to be walking back and forth. You said I have my arms up like that because it's showing whether whether I need to support myself on the arms of a chair to like push myself up. And then walking, I'm not generally talking about or rating that my hand shakes a lot, because as I'm walking, you probably can notice that my left hand shakes pretty much. But I don't have any balance issues. And I don't have any issues turning pretty quickly. It's just walking. My arms still swing, which a lot of people who have Parkinson's don't have a lot of arm swing as they're moving along. And this is one of the longer ones. It's probably like 40 seconds maybe. As you can imagine, it's sort of tedious doing this every day. And the last thing I do is just standing still. Usually I look in the mirror when I'm standing still, because then I can see the time. And this is standing still for 60 seconds. And how well I can do that. My left hand is shaking a little bit, but not too much. I'm pretty good at standing still. These are the victories of Parkinson's. I'm pretty good at standing still. It's just kind of funny, but it's not so bad. I also noticed that if I have pressure on the inside of my left wrist, that the nerves in the wrist are pressed against my other hand, I shake more. So if I kind of lift it up a little bit, the shake tends to go away mostly. But if you can see on the watch face, it's just ticking down the time. So right now it's at like 15 seconds left. This is the longest one. It's 1 minute of standing still. So that's the baseline of this. It doesn't necessarily document how this impacts my quality of life, because holding my hands out or doing the fists or stomping my foot doesn't really show like the tremor, how it impacts holding a cup or eating my dinner or things like that. But at least it's, you know, some standard that shows where I'm at. Last time I was at the doctor, I went through these exercises. I don't do that every visit for the trial. I think I've done it like 3 times in the past 6 months maybe. And the doctor said most of mine, he rated at either a 0 or a 1 in tremor. And he said most people are way higher numbers than that. I guess it's on a scale of 1 to 10 for him. So that's it. Hopefully you found this maybe interesting. I don't know.